Let's talk some Miami Hurricane recruiting. The Canes are hot coming out of the dead period. Really just one of a few teams with elite recruits on campus as soon as the dead period ended on Sunday night heading into Monday. So we're here. We're going to talk with Azubi Charles of Cane Sport, go behind the scenes of some of these big name visits. But first, Miami fans, do me a favor and hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. All right, let's bring on Azubi Charles of Cane Sport. He is down there in Coral Gables covering practice. Let's start off with five-star wide receiver Tristan Keys. He headlined this visitor group on Monday. What is the latest with the elite wide receiver from Mississippi?
Yeah, it was absolutely massive for the Hurricanes to get Tristan Keys down here, the number one wide receiver in that 2026 class. And he left Coral Gables with a huge smile on his face. It was a few family members as well who got to see Miami for the first time. And when we had the chance to speak with him after the visit, he kind of talked about how he loved seeing Miami have number one offense last year and how they had three wide receivers in the NFL Combine with Xavier Restrepo, Sam Brown, and Jacoby George being those three guys. So he sees a path for success down there in Miami, and having the chance to speak with Shannon Dawson and Kevin Beard was huge for him. He set that official visit for May 30th, so he'll be back down this summer. And he's hoping to even get back down again for the spring potentially too.
Yeah, that's kind of the formula there. Get him on campus a couple times, get him back for that official visit. It just seems like Miami kind of getting some traction with the number one wide receiver in America. Let's flip over to the defensive side of the ball. Now, Jalen Waters, talked about him a lot on this channel. He's a recent UFD commit, trending to Miami. He'll be on campus soon. But there's another Gator DB commit that was on campus Monday. That's Devin Jackson. He's from Orlando. He met with newly acquired DB coach Will Harris. Is he a potential flip target for Miami?
Yeah, 100%. Devin Jackson getting down to Miami was a huge, huge step in the right direction for the Hurricanes. I kind of asked him a little bit about his relationship with Will Harris, and he said that played a huge factor in his commitment with the Gators. Obviously, they have a new, defensive staff in that secondary, so he wants to get to know them. But he already has that established relationship with Will Harris. Left Miami, he's looking to come back for the spring again, and then he's setting up an official visit with the Canes as well, too. So a lot of traction picking up between Devin Jackson and the Miami Hurricanes for sure.
All right, speaking of flips, Miami Northwestern safety, Tadarius Hughes, keeps coming back to campus in Coral Gables, but he's committed to Florida State. Is there any smoke there with these repeated visits that he could be a flip target?
100%. Like they say, if there's smoke somewhere, there's possibly fire. And, things are brewing up between Tadarius Hughes and the Miami Hurricanes. That staff really loves him, a long, rangy safety that can make a lot of plays. That'll be playing for, a local program Miami has a lot of ties to. And he's a South Florida guy, grew up rooting for the Canes. His family loves Miami. Had the chance to talk to his dad a little bit, too, about that, too. Definitely a lot of interest, and he's still weighing his options. Well, Miami's definitely a school he's considering as well.
All right, so what does the rest of the spring look like for Miami recruiting? Is there any big visit weekends targeted? What do you think it's going to look like?
Yeah, so throughout the next few weeks of spring, obviously Miami has the next week off, but after that, they're going to be ramping it up. Guys like Jackson Cantwell, Derek Cooper, and a lot of Miami's big-time targets will be down here at Coral Gables, and then for their spring game in the middle of March, it's going to be an absolutely big weekend for the Canes. But like you mentioned a little bit earlier in the show, just getting guys down on campus, kind of building that relationship, which leads to official visits, is kind of the biggest part of the spring, and I think Miami's going to be able to get a lot of big-time guys in sunny Coral Gables like we see right now.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this. Put him back in the one. I mean, this is crazy. All this blue sky. I'm sitting here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's 39 degrees. It's windy. It's rainy. Why would you not want to go visit Coral Gables right now? All right, Azubi Charles with Cane Sport. Thanks for coming on, making us all jealous. It's looking like midsummer over there, but we'll be in touch. A lot of big name visitors coming through.
So thank you guys.